fitting session in action. Come over. So we made this from the pattern drafting. The front is too high and back is a little bit low. So what I want to do is I want to shift it this way. Armhole depth is fine. Here, like there's 2 fingers in the armhole depth is fine. That means that I need to lower the back and raise the front here. See? Up and down. So why don't we do this alteration quickly and see what happens to the neckline. Let's mark the neckline with the makeup pencil before we make correction. This is removable, don't worry. And here is this. So one more thing I want to indicate that I want to scoop the across front. Okay, let me explain this more primitive way to fix it. And then here is your yoke. Okay, and here is this. So lowering the neckline about 3/8, raising back up about 3/8. After this, moving this forward 3/8 and moving this forward 3/8. So this is a lot of scotch taping and correction. What I'm suggesting is to do the shifting, which will correct everything at once. So let's do the shifting, okay? And also another thing which happens in correction that I don't want is I don't want to increase the back yoke height. So in order not to increase back yoke height, I have to go up here 3/8. That's a lot of corrections. It's like going a long way when you go 3/8 and 3/8. That means comes down 3/8, but now we're gonna have a 3/4 difference here. So what we can do a compromise line. Compromise line would be here. 3/8 shorten and 3/8 lengthen. And we'll see if that works for you. Now I'm going to show you how to do this on this, and we'll see the effect on you. Let's do shifting, okay? So 3/8 shifting is going to create 3/4 difference between this and this, and let's fix it. We did the shifting, as you see, and we have to add 3/8 here to the pattern and lower this to the pattern, and I need to shorten this 3/8. Let's see before we try on if that 3/8 works for you. Okay, 3/8. So now we did, and look what happened. This is before, after. Before, after. It went up. What else got improved? I like where the yoke position is. I actually like where button position is. And I think when we shortened this 3/8, this has worked fine. So what I'm gonna do is, this is going to be your seam for the dress, and I will add to the back to balance with the front. Done. One more thing, I wanna just shave here a little bit more to give a little better butt to give bust definition, not the butt definition.
Yeah, that's not gonna fix my butt.
We're not there yet. But your butt is perfect. So I'm just gonna curve here a little bit more under to shape it better. Now we're gonna make these corrections to the pattern. And like I said, I do want to reduce like 1/8 of an inch from the across front. Do you like the cross shoulders where it is? Because this is like a sleeveless, you can do whatever you want.
Have a look.
Yeah. We have a little bit of standing away. So what I'll do is, here's your blade, and blade pushes this out. So I'm going to take not even 1/8, tiny bit, to 0 here. See how it's nice and clean? Like this. So here was before and after, slightly. So it'll be perfectly clean. Okay, Ilva, I want you to do this correction to your pattern, okay?
Okay.
I scooped the cross front like this and like this, and raised at front armhole 3/8 this way. Now I'm going to cut the front armhole. Make sure seams match by walking seams. This is my apex point, which is right here. And we need to was the apex point. So we need to take this away. Here there's nowhere to take because this line you can't curve. See, this is a straight line. Well, now anytime you change the curve, you just have to try again. Here and here. Now they still match, but we need to shorten 3/8, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Here is the 3/8, which I have to shorten. I can shorten them together like this. And shorten here. Like this. And then when you shorten this, has to be a smooth line. Now we need to make sure side seams are matching. So front is done, so we gotta lower the back here. Done. And then from top to bottom, so we need to add the Scotch tape to the back. Also put like this, and always look at your armhole shape to make sure armhole is U shape and not a V shape, okay? So remember here we wanted to take in a little bit more, so I'm gonna check how much dart I have from here to here. So my dart here is about 1/2 inch, right? So I'm just gonna do like 1/8 more here, you know what I mean? Right at here, to make slightly improved for your blade.
What is a dart do?
For the blade. Blade needs a dart.
The dart that you made?
You know, that I made this dart is coming from the yoke. Yoke seam forms the dart. And we just made this dart a little deeper. So you gotta put a notch here to match to this, like this, and then from here to here. Yeah, it's matching. Done.